Hello and welcome to this training video in which you will learn about the sponsoring process and follow-up. This is a strategy that has helped people like you to achieve the highest ranks in your company. It is a very simple and easy strategy to apply that will help you get a really good income if you continuously practice it. The sponsoring process resembles to the action of escalating a ladder, meaning each step is always more important for the prospect than the preceding one. We must be very respectful of this process because we will be leading our prospect to generate stronger connection between him or her and our fusion opportunity and its products. In each step of this process, we make the person to be informed in detail of every aspect of our company. We want them to know more about its potential and how they can benefit from it. The goal of the sponsoring process is to make the people open up. This will help you find many customers and business partners. At each step of this process, you will find 3 possible results. 1. Prospects want to know more about the company, whether it is about the business or the products. 2. Prospects enroll in the company or simply buy the products. 3. Prospects are not interested. Now, the questions that will help you the most in each step of the sponsoring process are: what did you like the most, the products or the business? Are you ready to start with the business or would you like more information? Are you ready to make your purchase or would you like more information? Memorize and learn these questions because you'll find them very useful every day. Okay, as you may have seen before, it all begins with a filter call or invitation call. To learn how to excel doing it, you can review the explosive start video available in this website. After the filter call, if the person is interested, he or she should go to a business presentation that can be in most cases in a home meeting, which is obviously the most recommended because there is very good energy in it. In home meetings, there is something that we call the social test. We're really looking forward to having this test so your prospect doesn't feel he or she is the second person joining the company, but on the contrary, they can see evidence of more people enrolling in the company, distributing the products, and following the company's vision. If you can't make this, a one-on-one meeting is the second best option. You will also find this training available on our website. Now, if they tell you right after the meeting, "I'm ready to start," don't waste any time. Enroll them right away and schedule the action plan meeting because your mindset has to be about helping them earn money. They're not helping you earn money. Now, if they say, "I'd like to have more information," the obvious question would be, what would you like more information about? So, you can then hand out the engagement material such as catalogs or a follow-up link. You should always have the event flyer handy so you can briefly tell your prospect about the story of the trainer and make a powerful edifying. And it would be much better if you have a ticket to the event on hand so that they might buy their own ticket. In that way, you will make sure that the person goes to the event and gets to know the team. At this point, it doesn't really matter if the person enrolls or not. You just want them to be there. Okay, now comes the third step of the sponsoring process, the event. Let me give you some tips. It's vital that you be very punctual and arrive to the event on time. Imagine that your guest arrives before you do. What does that say about you? Remember that people often enroll based on trust and on how professional you are. Being late to an event or not dressing appropriately is not good proof of that. Remember, people will enroll based on trust because of the trust and confidence that you transmit. Having an eye for detail is very important. When your guest arrives to the event, show them around. Take them to the table where books, DVDs, catalogs, and action plan worksheets are sold. Introduce them to your team, not only to the team you are building, but the team you belong to, so you can create empathy. We call this emotional bridges or connecting bridges because your friend will get to know people who he or she resembles to. When the event starts, remember, you should be the one paying attention. You can sabotage your own sponsoring process if your prospect sees you are not focused or you're paying more attention to your cell phone than to the event. Show him through your attitude how much you love the business. Once the training is over, you could continue introducing them to other people or ask the right questions to finally sponsor them. What did you like the most about the event? What caught your attention the most, the products or the business? A possible answer is, I'd like to know more about the products. If they say so, answer their questions immediately. You can ask them, are you ready to make your purchase? So if they agree, you place the order at the very moment using your cell phone or any computer you have on hand. Remember, always guide them by asking the right questions like, what would you like more information about? Or, do you have any doubts to clear? If they say, I'm interested in the business, here are some important questions. Are you ready to start? If they say yes, then enroll them. If they say, I think I need some more information, you know what to do. Advise them, let them know that you can help them and that you'll be able to show them the information they need. It is important to have a welcoming attitude, no matter how long the process is. You should always ask the questions, are you ready to start? If they say no, go on and ask more. What audio would you like to listen to? Or what information would you like to talk about? Or what information isn't clear yet? Now this is very important. I always tell my prospects, imagine that you enrolled. You made the decision to buy the products. This is what's going to happen next. And so you describe the whole process. I'm going to start working with you, and for the next month, every morning I want you to listen to an audio instead of watching the news. During that month, we're going to make a work plan. We'll make the action plan together and we will focus on finding 15 customers and 4 business partners. I want you to do well in this business, so I'm going to lead you in order for you to have results. I also tell my prospects that they will have the support from the whole team. I'm not going to be the only one guiding them, but there will also be more people willing to help them with whatever they need. The goal is for them to feel confident about the strategy, the system, and the team they have just met. Despite that, your prospect may not feel ready yet, or may need more time to get the money or something else. These are the questions that a professional would ask in any scenario. I will need to get the money, so I'll let you know. Fine. When can I call you to know if you got the money? If they say in a week, ask them to meet once again in the next 48 hours to continue reviewing the system and the strategies. To review an audio with them is very important if they haven't yet got the money. Don't make them feel that all you want is to sponsor them. You have to make them feel that all you want is to educate them, teach them, and train them. It is also very important that you invite them to another meeting or event to which they may want to go again. Another thing they might tell you is, I need time to discuss it with my spouse. So you answer with something like, perfect, when do you think you'll do that? If they say pretty much the same, give me 1 or 2 weeks, ask them to meet again. You could even go to their home and train not only them but also their spouse and have them to know who they would work with. If they say, I need a few weeks to sort things out and then we can talk again, but I'm interested. Well, you know how it works. How much more do you need? What if we start working on learning until you find time to enroll? This is a phrase that I need you to learn. Never say goodbye to your prospect without scheduling a future meeting. Before you let them go, you must also check what time and day will you be meeting, or when will you give them a call. In that way, you are sowing seeds of greatness in that person. You don't actually know what may happen with that person if they bring a product or a catalog home, or if they're listening to an audio at home and another person listens as well. Maybe your friend gets interested because another person or someone in their family got interested as well. Who knows? In the end, you might have 2 people enrolling instead of 1. Now, you have to pay attention to your prospects' excitement. It is not just about sponsoring them. You really have to see if they're excited or not. You may also realize if they're actually seeing this as an opportunity. If they're listening to the audios that you send them, everything will be an indicator to determine if they're excited about this opportunity. Then, make them escalate the ladder of the sponsoring process. At each step, look for a determined yes or no. And if they're not interested in the business, most likely they are interested in the products, so they can start being very good customers. Teach every new partner you have about the sponsoring process. Show them this video and tell them the story of how you found them, how you made the first contact with them, how you escalated them to a presentation or to an event. Remind them of some questions that came up during that process. Mention how you introduced them to the audios, videos, and how you followed up on them. In that way, they will realize they were part of this sponsoring process, and that is going to help them achieve their goals as well. Now, the sponsoring process has the advantage to leverage you effectively and easily, having the possibility of building your business not only in your city, but also in your country or even abroad. I hope that you have found this group of videos useful and that you are enjoying your explosive start. Remember that the first goal is to get your 415. Get your 4 partners and your 15 customers. Focus on that and you will see your first big results in Fusion in short time. Now go and get those goals.